How do you deal with him?
This is a serious question.
This is a serious question. First thing is, you have to put the mic to your mouth. At least, like, just angle it. Yeah? Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
You're bad.
A bad?
You're bad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, him. We still answering.
How do you...
I don't know. Alcohol.
Mm.
That's part of the secret.
You didn't do an intro.
I know we didn't do anything.
Okay.
I was...
Okay.
Oh, but it's just random questions. Fair enough.
No, just casual
How
conversation.
about you?
How am I? Good. For now.
Why for now?
Because I don't know what could happen in the next minute or two.
Mm.
I'm not 100%, but I'm good.
Okay. Great. I love that. Thank you for Brunton Studio for allowing us to use their studio space every single week, for having amazing guests like Richard and other people that you've seen before in the past. You could reach out to Brunton Studio via Instagram, email, through their website to book the studio space, to do photo shoots, video shoots, podcasts.
And if you just want to...
Stop looking at me. You're throwing me off. Photo shoots, video shoots, and even podcasts. And even if you want to just get away from your family and scream.
You'll have a scream room or no?
No, but this is just
room.
you. You can scream.
That's a good tidbit too. Like, I mean, I don't have a car right now, but if you have a car, like, just go in your car and wind up the windows and scream and just lay it out.
No, we want them to come to the studio to do that.
Okay.
So, but yeah, you could also do it in your car as well too.
Yeah, just scream.
You just
Top of
wouldn't
your
get
voice.
the crisp echo.
Yeah,
you know?
the echo wouldn't hit the same.
Okay.
But
Fair enough.
yeah. So that's it. Welcome back to another episode of the Jabari Show. I am Jabari.
And I am Jabari.
This is also Jabari.
Mm-hmm.
Today we have the lovely, the handsome,
Oh my God.
the well painted. Your nails?
Yeah, this need to do so it's really
Okay.
not well painted.
It looks nice from
From
a
afar,
distance.
that's good.
So it's well painted.
I
Okay.
know I can't do it, so
Why not?
I don't know how to paint nails.
Oh,
You
personally, I
go
did
by
mine.
somebody
You
to
go by
paint your
someone and
nails.
paint your nails.
You had a big up craft that I can't do, you know.
Award winning.
Yeah.
Wow.
As well as the manager for that one. Award winning boxer. I would say. As well as the manager. 1/3, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
That's very confusing, but
We'll talk about that. 'Cause I
Okay,
was
fair
like,
enough.
1/3 management for this one. You look like a little child, huh? Mommy, I want to go home. Why are they keeping me here? Yes, why is it 1/3? Who's the other two?
Yeah, so we have two other managers based in the US.
Oh, okay, that would make sense.
So it's three of us in total.
Okay. I mean, this might sound bad, but I feel like I never hear him talk about anybody else. I just know you.
the end.
At least like when it comes to local things. I was like, who would be two other people that... Because I never hear about them. I'm like,
Is that
either
normal for someone to have more than one
Richard
manager?
pulling all the weight?
Yeah, they handle different things. I'm more his... I mean, like when we started off, I used to say that I'm his assistant because I really don't like, as people were like, shine up thing. I don't
Yeah.
like too much of a responsibility,
Yeah.
even though I will do a lot. But yeah, I really was management but more day to day. The other two, they are very strategic with putting things in place like deals and other gigs and just stuff outside of Trinidad more so.
Okay. So what
Yeah.
does the day-to-day management look like?
What does that
What
look
does
like?
day to day look like? I don't know, just like anything that you could think about.
We also
like,
didn't say he manages Jimmy October, by the way. I feel like we just kind of breeze past it.
fortunately or unfortunately,
Yeah, fortunately. We don't need to talk about him. He had
we really don't.
yeah, that's enough.
But I don't know, just everything, just managing. Like, I'm like a combination of like road manager, booking, as well, a bit of that, but again more locally. Like dealing with financial stuff, liaising with everybody, like really like people contacting him to find out information and like sending out quotations and stuff like that. Even though, I mean, if he's closer to, people in the industry, he would have a conversation, but then always say like, you have to send an email
Yeah.
or hit up rich.
Be formal.
Yeah, be formal
Yeah.
because it's a business, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's important. And I always try to implement that from the beginning because I'm very strict when it comes to business.
Okay.
Too strict sometimes, but
I think it's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
What
I mean,
came
it
first?
used
Is
to
it what came first? At least in the. I also have another question after, but
Mhm.
what came first in the career of, I guess, I don't know if I could call it the creative field because I don't know what odd
Creative?
jobs you would have had before because you do marketing, managing the event. There's an event side of things as well,
Yeah.
if I'm correct.
Mhm. What came first?
Yeah.
The chicken.
What you can?
I don't know.
Chicken and the egg.
Correct. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But I actually started off in hospitality.
Mhm.
So when I finished secondary school, I went straight into hotel school.
Dong Shagramas.
Yeah.
Okay.
What used to be, well, yeah, that's dead now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I started that at 16, going on
Is that
17.
now? I thought it
Yeah,
was still.
no, they
okay.
Yeah, that don't
Packed up
exist
shop.
anymore.
Oh,
It's
okay.
grass
Ooh.
and stray animals. But yeah, I started that around 16, 17.
Mhm.
Started hospitality. I studied hospitality management. And then while doing that, I was exposed to the event side of things. Because I used to work a lot of events like during school as well.
They would have organized that, or is something that you had
Actually,
to,
they did, because like my first internship was at an event company,
Okay.
which was the worst internship I ever did in my life,
Mhm.
because I was just pressing tablecloths and napkins whole. Can I curse on this or no?
If you want,
Oh, okay, vibes.
it's more of if
You will
people.
curse.
not
Oh, okay.
I just saying, you may not have one or two more deals this year.
Oh,
Just joking.
no, but no, it was really the worst internship. Like my first internship was the worst. I was just pressing tablecloths and napkins whole day, every day.
Press it
How long
like
did-
with an iron.
Yeah, well,
Oh, they
God,
had a
no,
steam-
no, they had this steam thing that
Oh,
you had to,
okay.
to pull down. But
But like how long that lasted?
that internship was 3 months.
Jeez.
3 months of ironing tablecloths and napkins while at a house with no AC in the middle of Tunapuna
Mm.
for someone who I don't really speak to anymore. But in between that, I would have been exposed to, going on jobs and doing events, and that's when I found a love for events. So I went and studied events management at George Washington University.
Right.
And then while doing that, I was working at like a wine bar and restaurants and private events and stuff in between. And then eventually I came out of the industry for like 2 years. The older parents want you to get a government work.
Yeah.
So like when I came
Cool.
out, that's fine. So when I
check and
came-
make sure it's not broken.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Okay.
So when I came out of the industry, I told myself I'm going to just spend 2 years because I wasn't sure, because hospitality is a lot.
Yeah.
Like working in a hotel and a restaurant.
No, dealing with people every day is a lot.
Yeah. Being friendly and respectful and delivering
Yeah.
a certain level of services, it takes a lot out of you. So, so as soon as I came out of secondary school, even though I went to hotel school, I applied for service commission, and they didn't call me until 5 years later.
That sounds about right.
Yeah. So when the job came up and I
I
was
feel like that's any job though.
5 years?
Not 5 years, but like they wait so long to the point where you forget about it. And I was like, what job is this, boy?
Yeah.
I ain't doing anything right now, I guess. I mean, I'll take it.
I might as well. Yeah, and I think I was working for like a small insurance company or something. So I was like, yeah, I'll take it. More money, security, pension, them kind of thing. But I gave myself 2 years, and that was exactly it. 2 years. I got a call from a resort in Tobago. I applied for different things, like, because I've worked before in places like Antigua, St. Lucia, up the islands, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I really wanted to go Jamaica, but Tobago called and I took the job. And that's when I went back into the industry. For like 3 years, I became like the events manager at the resort eventually. Started off in the restaurant, in the fine dining restaurant, got promoted. But there now, because events fall under the sales and marketing department, I was exposed to marketing.
Yeah.
I started, like around that time, Instagram was now the thing, where it was just like that blue and white and gray aesthetic. It was horrid.
Blue, white, and gray.
Yeah, that's what Instagram used to be.
The app logo was the brown camera.
Yeah, the brown, like the instant camera.
Oh, yeah.
Again, I'm 35 going on 36.
No,
right?
I don't know why. I just like forgot about that. I thought you were talking about like the filters or something.
No,
that
no.
people would use.
Oh, the filters were horrible.
Yeah,
I saw so many filters.
It was bad. Yeah, sepia and
Could
those
have been
kind of
better.
things. Yeah.
Is the Snapchat one, you know, that blue one that it makes like all the shadows blue?
Yeah. The nasty.
Yeah, it's there on your pages.
But it was the thing then.
Yeah, for sure.
So I dabbled in that, and when I left the resort, I was like, oh, I need to study that now. So then when I came back home, I went back into school again and studied public relations, marketing, and advertising. How we reached the creative part is where I met him. I used to work for, where I met Jimmy was where I used to work for Anya Ayongchi. That's who I worked for when I came back home.
Yeah.
And from there, I also worked at Tempo doing productions for like music videos and events as well. So I used to be, Tempo Networks.
Tempo.
The breakoff from MTV. It's a Caribbean MTV kind of station.
Okay.
I feel like you'll know Tempo when you see it.
I feel old
It's like the blue circle
with different colors.
with different colors.
He on Gaston Street
He's
still,
not
and that's
even that
fine.
much younger than me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Anywho,
All right.
Yeah.
Let the old people speak.
I'd be under a rock.
so I was doing all of that, and at that point, I just wanted to be more creative. I realized that my creativity through events and stuff was a thing that I never really recognized before. And I started my company. It was like a hodgepodge of so many things, like the hospitality, the events, the marketing. Like it was just so much. I was just doing everything. Like you want something printed, you wanted a banner, sure, I could do that.
Yeah.
You want graphics, yeah, I could do that. Like you need an artist to book, yeah, I could do that. Like anything, it was like a fucking quick shop. And after some years, I hated that.
Yeah.
So I really had to like narrow down.
And then there's a real work you're just taking on.
Yeah,
that
it was
like,
just too much. And
This
it
person
wasn't,
need a graphic, this person need a website, this person need a... And it's like, okay.
How were you able to track your week in terms of having all those things to do? 'Cause
myself, it was only me.
Mhm.
It was only myself for like a while.
Did you have to do like? How did you structure it? Like in
Is
terms
it
of
like on a notes list? Like on a book saying,
Oh,
graphic for Sherry, due
June
March
24th?
14th.
Yeah.
first of all, it was several books, along with Excel spreadsheets, sticky notes on my laptop, and sticky notes digitally on my screen as well.
I find sticky notes on the screen is just disgusting.
It is.
I really tried it for like a week and I was like, bro, this is actually nasty.
What pisses me off is that when my computer restarts, it
goes
disappears.
away. Yeah.
And then I'm like, where? First of all, I don't even remember it. So it's like, why did I even start it? I don't do that anymore. But it was a lot. Like I spent many nights up 2 or 3 in the morning doing my own website. My mom was like, here, look, $300 to buy a business cards. I'm like, thanks. Like just taking any little help I could get. Like my friends did my logo, barter and stuff. But it was a lot of work. Tracking wasn't the best, honestly, especially financially. I didn't have a business account. Everything was going to my personal account because like I need to get paid and I'm only making enough to pay myself.
Just to get by.
Yeah.
And I even like pay myself like to enjoy life. It's just like, I have to contribute to the house.
Okay.
Food,
Yeah, people don't
bills.
understand that. When you now starting out, it's like
Yeah.
getting them first bit of dollars is like you're very grateful.
Very
You had to feed the wolves and then
Rent how to pay.
yeah. Was I paying rent?
Richard, how come you're not going out well, boy?
Things
You paying
tight.
for
Things tight.
Things ain't thinking.
Yeah, it was a lot. I don't want to say it was tough. I don't think anything is hard. Starting a business is actually very easy to me. I think scaling a business and growing
Yes.
is the tougher part.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because starting a business is
Simple. You have an
Simple.
idea. You put your business plan in place. You have some capital. You have some friends that want to come on board, or you put the name out there, register the business, end of story.
Yeah.
But scaling and growing, that's the toughest part for me right now. Yeah. Interesting.
Interesting.
I really feel I should pick up my phone.
Yes. I'm like, why did you let it just stay there? So what has been some of the... I had this... You said something earlier. Who is Austin?
Yeah, we were talking about that. It's like
Austin is actually my dad.
okay.
Yeah. Keith is, well, as you can tell, Keith is my middle name.
Yeah.
Yes.
But my dad's name was Keith Austin Air Carrington. And I'd always like the name Austin. I thought it was like the coolest name.
No,
ever.
it's a real cool name.
Yeah, white as fuck, but cool. And I didn't give that story, but I think I told the story on my stories on Instagram when I won the award and stuff. It's just that my business was a previous name. I had a name before, would not repeat that name for the life of me. And it was just a night I was rebranding. Like that was like my first rebrand. And I was just by my computer desk late in the night, and I got up, those old computer desks with like the keyboard tray.
Yeah.
I got up.
Yes.
Okay.
Because you don't even know tempo, you sure?
Yes.
Come on,
Right,
man.
facts. And I got up and my foot, my thigh hit the tray, and his funeral program fell out.
Oh.
And I just sat there and was watching it, and I was like, oh, that's cool. Like when I watched like all the agencies I was looking at that time, like Inglefield, Ogilvy, McCann Erickson, Lonsdale, all of those are names. Yeah, literally people names. So I was like, oh, well, I could have a name too. So I literally created like a mood board, and I put Keith Austin in the middle of it with everybody else's logo. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. Like it could work. Like, why not? Like I want that to be on everybody's lips, just like how easily Lonsdale and McCann comes off.
Yeah.
And it's happening now, and it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. And my middle name is Keith, so if I didn't say that before, so yeah, Keith Austin.
Yeah.
Still has a part of me in it. But my
Yeah.
dad is very crucial in, I guess, the creativity part of me, because he was actually a well-known mass man in Trinidad.
Mass man.
Mass. Carnival.
Okay.
What
Traditional
did he do?
mass.
Okay.
Traditional sailor mass.
He made.
Yeah, he had a traditional sailor
customs.
band. Yeah.
Okay. What was the name of it?
Mount Hope Connection.
Okay.
Mount Hope.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know where Mount Hope is, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I work with maps. Yeah,
This is true.
Yes.
Should have came better than that. You should have known better.
I forgot.
It's all right. So, how is it growing up in? Well, I don't want to call it your address, but how is it like growing up?
You know
The
what I call it what?
influence of.
Oh.
I said I don't want to call it like your address,
Oh.
because I don't know if you've been living there your whole life.
Makoya.
Yeah.
I was born in Makoya,
Right.
but then I spent most of my life in Arima, La Hawkins, to be exact.
Okay. And how has it been like growing up there? How was that influence?
La Hawkins, no influence.
Okay.
Like, if anything, living in La Hawkins really propelled me to, among other things, propelled me to be who I am now and really do well in life.
what way?
Just, I don't want to make it sound how honestly I used to look at it or how people would have looked at it a long time. I think myself and one other guy were the only kids on the entire street that went prestige schools.
Okay.
So like I went Holy Cross. I think he went CIC, I believe. Everyone else were junior sec, that kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
And growing up, you would have seen people just not going to school, or
Yeah,
persons who, drop out because they're pregnant,
Yeah.
or, they go to school and come back home early, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And of course, having a strict parent, my mom, like, you're not allowed to lime outside. Like I had friends in the area, per se, like 2 friends literally, but can't be by them after dark, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But just watching that long time, even though it wasn't 100% correct, because I know I have a lot of friends now who are very successful that went junior, secondary schools and stuff like that. But your parents put those things in your head and they want you to strive for more, which is fine. But I think still watching the environment around me, I wanted to be out of there. I cried when we moved to I hated La Hawkins. Hated. We didn't have a fence. Our house would be full of weed smoke every night because people, like, we had a short wall, so people would just sit on the wall and just smoke weed. And it's like we just moved in the area. The roads weren't pitched properly as yet, and it was just like that kind of vibe and culture. And I hated it. Coming from
Is that good?
Just coming from Makoya is a whole different vibe. Makoya was a lot about like family and older people, just more settled. But La Hawkins was now building up, and it was considered like a ghetto area.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So around what age y'all would have moved there? Because to have the awareness of
5.
you had the awareness of, oh hell no.
I just don't want to move too. Like as a
okay.
child.
Yeah, but
Oh,
I don't
so
know,
it's like
Yeah.
Coming from somewhere that's moved.
And my parents just broke up at that time
Too many
too.
times.
That's why we had to move, because they split.
Right.
Okay.
So it's like, what's happening? What's going on? Like you just don't know.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
and see at 5 and be like, This is terrible.
Okay, yeah.
You know, single parent. It was
Then
just my sister and
definitely it's a
I.
lot different because
Yeah, it
for
was
me, I
annoying.
don't remember. I just remember, like, you know,
Moving back and forth.
well, weekends is with my dad and weekdays with my mom. That's all I
Yeah.
knew. So it's like, all right, Friday, daddy pick him up from school,
Right.
staying there for 2 days. Sunday night, back by
Back
mommy.
home.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's. I don't know how people could put charge for that now, but that was it.
I mean, it's some things you just have to do. That's how you make it work.
I mean, yeah, I always say that they know, like, there's no handbook
know?
for parenting, so just trying to make it work.
Yeah, it's better than not being there at all.
This is true.
How many
So-
siblings do you have?
I have 4 in total. Like, is it 4 in total?
You're asking him?
No, I just. Yeah, 4 of us in total.
Okay.
2 sisters and a brother. I'm the youngest. Everyone is older than me.
Oh, okay.
My brother's like close to 60. Wild.
Wow.
My sisters are in their 40s.
That might not come off there a little bit, you know.
I mean, I'm 36, right? Everybody's 10 years older than me. Well, my brother is 20. Everybody's 10 years apart.
You see, I have a brother that's 20.
No,
20 years older.
20 years
Oh,
older than me.
Sorry, my brain.
That's fine.
What is home cafe?
Home Cafe is where I used to work with Anya. It was a spot in St. Clair. It was
Oh, so they closed
partially
down?
her house, yeah.
Oh.
House/business where we
Is
ran.
it like what is that place? By the Oval. I forget the name.
You watching me, but I don't know.
Oh gosh.
By the Oval, they make food?
They make food.
They make
No,
food?
it's a cafe.
Cafe. Paz?
Pass not by the Oval, bro.
No.
Where's the Oval?
Jesus.
Jeez.
Let's start there. Oval is on Traggrade Road.
Right.
Tall Wall. It's like close to by the embassy. I can't. The British embassy. I can't remember the name.
The British Embassy.
Yeah, you know that street.
Full Bloom.
Yes, Full Bloom. That's
My
not out of our
goodness.
house also.
Okay, yeah, but when I mean house, she actually used to live in the building.
Oh, I thought it was one of those house cafes.
No.
They pop up. They actually
Hey,
like have
we're not
relatives
looking
all
good
over
right
the
now.
place.
Valid. No, it's valid. It's fine. Really, it's slide. I know, but the building actually used to be home/business.
Okay.
Yeah.
But that's why they call it home. But it was
Right.
really cool. It was a co-working space.
Mm-hmm.
So freelancers will come and like rent a station for the day. There were like meeting rooms. We used to host events. There was Home Cafe, which was a cafe for food.
Is it that you cooked as well?
I managed the entire spot.
Okay. Because I saw a lot of tags of photos of food.
With
and
me
I
in it?
was, no. It's just the food.
Just the food.
And I was like, is it that he cooked this?
No,
is it that he took the
Nah,
picture?
I started off just managing the cafe and then I managed the entire building as well as do events as well. Yeah.
Okay. How do you... What
There was
is the
also a clothing
logis-
store.
Okay, I didn't...
Yeah.
I wasn't in the
Called
tag.
Exhibit A. Yeah, it was a lot. But it was really cool. It was a thing at that time.
How do you learn to manage like a person or like a business or like the logistics of it? Because I feel like you
You had to do it on the fly. I feel like.
Yeah.
It's definitely sink or swim. Like, I don't know. I think just all my experience with hospitality into the government service, the government taught me a lot when it comes to simple things as email etiquette and structuring emails. And
Mhm.
I don't really like proposals, but just the lingo and business and how it should run and how to put it, like filing and all those things. Like the government taught me that. So I was
Yeah.
grateful for that experience.
Mhm.
And then, you know, hospitality and customer service, dealing with persons. So all of those things come together. Despite I studied in 3 different areas and, you know, worked in different industries, I think all of them cohesive. And it made for who I am today and what I have to offer for my business and managing a human and managing an entire building with different companies in it. I say it's like on the fly, but it was pretty easy for me. Yeah, it's just
so it
like
doesn't get like
clockwork.
overwhelming or anything.
no. I mean, if to be honest, in the last resort I worked in, I had 150 employees underneath me. Like,
Right.
along with like doing events. Of course, I got anxiety from working in that resort, which I left.
Yeah.
Why I left. because that's a lot. It does get overwhelming at times, but once everybody do what they have to do, it should not be overwhelming. I think that's what creates the problem. The people, the job itself isn't hard, but the people make it hard. I think that goes for a lot of things in life.
Yeah. Well, so, you kind of make it sound easy to move on to the next thing in the sense of like, okay, this is causing me this. It's
Gone.
okay, I'm going, yeah.
Yeah.
What would you say for people that, because I know some people that's like, this is causing me so much stress and anxiety. I cannot take it, but I also cannot make that jump because the uncertainty that comes with jumping ship, what would you advise for people that don't know how to make that jump into uncertain territory?
I mean, I have a lot of friends and acquaintances who ask me that question, like, how did you just do it? When I'll preface this by saying I do speak from a place of a certain amount of privilege.
Yeah.
I have no rent to pay when anyone comes. But I've also worked very hard to build myself where I am now in my company. So despite the little privileges, it still was not easy to say that I had any funding from anybody, like self-made kind of situation. However, I think as much as I wanted to progress in the industry of hospitality and stuff, when I got really sick right before I left the hotel, when I said sick, I mean like vomiting, diarrhea, sorry to get graphic, dragging myself through my apartment because my roommate was at work, couldn't stand up, couldn't eat, like weak, sweating, don't know, like you swear it was like a stomach bug or some sort of virus. I just could not do anything. And I went to the doctor and it was just stress. My body was just shutting down.
Yeah.
And she was like, you have a company phone? And I'm like, yeah. She was like, so I'm giving you like she wrote up a note for like 2 weeks off, no work, no company phone, nothing like that. And I was just like, yeah, I can't do this. Like the pay was good. I wanted more because I have, helping my mom back home, even though she didn't need the help. Like I was just so accustomed and I'm not there to do certain things. So to kind of compensate for that, I'll be like, I'll pay some bills for you still, make it easier for you. So now you can take that money and like have a cleaner to like come and clean the house since I'm not there to like do those kind of things now. Mm-hmm. But, so as I said, speaking from a place of a little bit of privilege, I don't think anything in this life is that serious and worth it. Like, and I'm a very serious person, but
why are you laughing?
Nothing in life is that serious. And as I said the other day in my stories too, like, I didn't grow up poor, but everything that I'm doing, I think anybody could achieve.
Yeah.
Anybody could achieve. Anybody. Yes, I have a network, but that was from sacrificing and spending the money that I didn't have to go events and go places to make sure and be around, a certain group of people that can elevate me. Yeah. I don't want to be just partying with friends. I had a mix of that. I had my time, but for the most part, like I was so focused on getting to a goal and I did what I had to do.
Yeah.
And I think anybody that's having a hard time, if you think your job is uncertain, like life is also uncertain. Like you could drop down tomorrow, and your boss and the marketing team and the HR team and the HR team the HR team is all about business. They don't care. HR actually does not give a fuck about employees. HR is all for business in any company, except mine. But HR is gonna put out a notice and find somebody else to replace you so quick. Yeah. So why you care so much about them when they don't really care that much about you? Like if you treat your team, I don't even like to use the word staff and stuff. When I refer to the people that I work with, I always say my team. Yeah. I don't like to say employees and that kind of thing, a lot of them have things going on the side as well, and I don't stop them. Like life
still
is
going on.
Dog, like life hard. Like if you can make extra money on the side, cool. Once my work gets done, you get yours done vibes, But yeah, life itself is uncertain. Like you will be fine. Like you're worried about pension. Like hope that you even make it to pension.
Yeah.
Because who gonna get all that money? Who gonna get all that insurance money?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not getting that back. So like, just do it. Life is very short. As cliche as it sounds, life is short.
Yeah. How did you draw the line between gallivanting with friends and being like, okay, this is a business. This is intended for business in terms of this event that I'm going to.
It was a good mix. I think I have a good
Is it that you like draw a line and was like, okay, I'm gonna go to X, Y, and Z event, and then have a party going on. So like, how does
I mean, I did a lot of partying in hotel school. I used to be in class, to be honest. Like my first semester, like I'm on Macquarie Beach or by KFC nearly every day, or every Friday for sure. And then also worse, you had like carnival time. I'd have fets up in Chagramas. Like my mother didn't see me for a week because I just partying and then going to class and then partying again. And like, I had my time with that. And I think like when I got into the resort, the last job, I had just turned 25. So I was in a position of like, I was the head of a department at 25 years old. Like that was kind of crazy now. But my mindset was just different at that time. So like I would go out and I would party and stuff like that. But like if there's a network event to go to, like I would quicker be like, I prefer to go and meet some people who could give me, let's feed off of their energy.
And the resort would have put that towards you, like, oh, we have this coming up, or you had to...
No, this was like after the resort.
Okay.
And stuff like
so
that.
you had to...
How do you find out about these networking events?
Like just through the network that I built, like friends who I met on LinkedIn.
Someone would have been like,
like
we
that.
have X, Y, and Z coming up.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Didn't really used to go and search out for it much, but again, things that I see on Facebook, which is like an old people social app now. And as I said, LinkedIn was very important. Well, still is very important to me.
How have you grown your LinkedIn profile? Because I'm in the progress of trying to take it a little more serious.
Seriously?
Yeah.
You should.
Because up until like 2 months ago, I was watching it, I was like,
dead.
Oh, wow, this is terrible. This is terrible. I should probably... And then I would go to like some of my classmates. I would see like 500 connections. I'm just like...
You on what, 90 something?
I am past 50 now, but I'm trying. I'm actually like... So that's why I'm kind of asking for myself also. It's like, how do you go about, growing those connections? Because it is actually called connections.
Yeah, exactly. LinkedIn... I don't really study the numbers on LinkedIn and the following and stuff like that. I also don't accept any and everybody because there's a lot of people who just...
Oh, yeah, no. I've gotten some messages. I'm just saying, like, seems kind of scammy.
Yeah, kind of sketchy because if you come in my chat with some Forex shit, like, dog, blocked, right? But that is also a thing, like, you should not accept any and everybody. Like, if you're not in an industry that I care about, I'm not going to accept your connection because what you're going to talk about, I don't really care to see. But you also should also share a lot of knowledge. So now there are prompts on LinkedIn where they would ask you to post about a specific topic. Yeah. Or they will ask a question, and if you have anything to say about this or this forum or this group that you follow, or a page that you follow is having a discussion about this, would you like to chime in, that kind of thing? Okay. And you just have to give your opinion. Like, you have knowledge in your field. Yeah. Whether it be your geographic stuff or your photography, creative side. Yeah. Like, just share knowledge, and people want to see that. Share your opinion. Like, LinkedIn is a lot about sharing your opinion.
Let's find it kind of way to just go and just start talking on a random forum. just so.
Be like, well, I think.
That is also my problem with it because I'm like,
nobody cares. I feel like no one.
It's because it's like it goes from just probably liking somebody's stuff and like reposting things. Yeah. I know this, I know that. I know this, I know that.
Yeah.
And it's like,
I'm in the liking and reposting, and I'm just here like, I feel like I low-key don't have enough information to just go and start. To be like, actually, this is what I've noticed.
No, but the thing is, like, LinkedIn is definitely not like Facebook and Instagram. You're not going to find rabs. Like, people are it's a professional network, right? Yeah. So you could disagree.
I trying to start rabs on LinkedIn.
What is wrong with you? Stop being problematic. But no, like, you don't agree with something. You just professionally say, I hear you on this, but in my experience, I've realized that blah, 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 as opposed to what you said or something like that. And, it's just sharing knowledge and opinions. That's really it. It don't have to be a fight, Jabari. You want the raps.
Do you post on it?
Do I post on
how
LinkedIn?
often?
I try to post at least three times a week.
Okay.
Whether it be sharing work,
Okay.
achievements, that kind of thing. You know,
Yeah.
people, not looking for validation, but of course, winning an award brings you attention.
Mhm.
And people will be like, oh, he won an award, or I guess his work had to be good. So let me now check it out.
Yeah.
Oh, your work is actually good.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
You're like, fuck you. It was good. It took our award to realize that.
Yeah.
Fine, fair enough. But it's really it's a community, and it's faster to build a community, I think, on LinkedIn with
Yeah.
people in the same industry
Yeah.
that will support
I
you.
would say so, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I do get the updates of like when I post things weeks ago, it's like 7 people have viewed this thing, and I'm like,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
and they tell you
yeah.
congrats.
It's
and-
like you've appeared in X, Y, and Z amount of
Searches,
searches.
yeah,
exactly,
yeah.
I think
Like,
just last week I saw like
searching
455 searches. I'm like, who? And I can't see it because it blew out. I'm like,
Yeah, yeah.
I think I'm not
It's
paying for that shit.
and
They're
I'm
like,
say,
you can get premium, and
See-
I'm like, I
see,
will not
see
get
who's
premium.
viewed your profile.
Yeah.
They try
Like
so hard.
$10.99 a
$5?
month.
And then everybody
I
else
don't know, I
blew it.
just-
It's
I thought it was
expensive.
$30 a month.
Yeah, it's
though.
expensive.
Really?
Bro.
Yeah.
Oh
not doing
my
it.
word.
I think there's different tiers, 30 might be the cheapest.
Jeez,
I'm
good
not
grief.
doing it. I took
Yeah.
a free trial though.
You did? I'm
Yeah.
afraid.
I bought
You
25
what?
days free. Again.
I feel like I would forget and to cancel, and
No.
then that $50 just
Yeah,
come
but
out my
in your-
card.
in your
I'll be
calendar.
pissed.
Yeah, but the nickel in
I
there.
put it in my calendar. I got free trial, and then I put the day before.
Ah,
Trial
nice.
finishes
Cancel.
for LinkedIn. I did the same thing with Amazon. Amazon said, hold on 60 days free. I said, excuse
6
me.
years plenty.
I find so too, but I watch it. I'm
Rinse it.
overdoing a Prime video right now. So I just set it in my calendar. This day, Amazon Prime
Cancel.
renews. So I know
Yeah.
To cancel.
to cancel
Oh
it.
yes, I have Try Prime free, and
Yeah,
I've been
yeah.
rinsing it. Don't worry, I have it in my calendar. Cancel Prime membership.
Yeah. I'll just
But
poach off my sister.
Talking about
Prime.
awards, how
Did you feel different in the morning? Did you wake up and be like, I feel like I'm gonna win?
okay, like how did I?
Was the air
did
different?
did
Felt like
you
a
know
bad
that
bitch.
you were going to be nominated? Like how?
Yeah, I mean, I nominate myself.
Oh, okay.
You literally have to send in entries.
Yeah.
And the entries are expensive. So I limited myself to 3
How much
this
is
year. Dog, to enter is like 160 US.
Nice.
Per entry. Yeah. And my accountant was like, oh, so you have 500 max to spend on this. Use it wisely.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, that makes sense. I'm not going to try to spend more of that. So, yeah, I think we only got 3 entries. And, out of that, one of them won.
I had to make sure.
People fake.
Yeah.
So, in terms of I don't want to say ceremony, but in terms of like the I don't want to say prize.
Like, how does it
How do you
work
get the
when you
award?
get the award?
Is it like you got a message on?
Well, I just got an email today, actually. They were saying, I have to read it over. I don't want to give you people a bad rep, but I think I have to pay for the physical award.
Okay.
And I'm
for
just
them to
like,
ship it or something?
No.
Or you have to pay to
No.
get your award?
I'm not too sure as yet.
Okay, all right.
And
You have to read the email.
I haven't delved into that email as yet.
Okay.
But I got the email saying that I won it. 3 of my friends won, but they won gold. And they didn't get an email. So when I told them I got, they were like, wait, well, I guess I didn't win. And then after, like, when the official results came out on Facebook and, well, via email as well to all the persons who entered, they actually won gold. But what happens is when you win gold, you automatically get pushed into other districts to compete. But when you win silver, you have the choice of going into other districts, of course, with
Okay.
additional payment.
Yeah.
So I had to pay an additional 100 US to go into another district as
But
well.
for the gold, you get it for free. You
But
just,
for the gold, they automatically push you forward to
Right.
another district. So
When you say district, what?
so the Florida and the Caribbean falls under District 4 for the American Advertising Federation,
Okay.
and there are other districts, I guess, in certain parts of the US.
Okay.
So you could get put into other districts to compete. Of course, in the email they were like, we think you should enter because last year a silver winner won a gold in another district, blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
For a small price of $100, you can like, small
Yeah.
price, eh? But I let my mother pay for that for me, thank God. So,
big up moms.
Mhm.
correct, one time. I don't know when, but as I said, I got an email today talking about that. So I didn't read it as yet. just because I felt like it was more money, and I was like, I don't want to get that stress right now,
Yeah.
so I really just want to go home.
Okay.
But I know, you do get a certificate, you do get like a crystal trophy kind of vibes. So
Okay.
yeah, whatever it is, I'll pay for it because I want something physical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the air just didn't feel different in the morning.
It did.
Because
on my journal for the first day of January, first day of the year,
Yeah.
I had the top 5 things, and that was one of the top 5 things.
Oh, nice.
Win Addy Award.
yeah.
Apply and win Addy Award. And I put like 4 because I felt like, okay, enter 3. Then, sometimes they have like additional. Sometimes
There's
they
no
have.
bronze, right?
Sorry? There's a bronze, yeah.
Okay.
But I didn't see much bronze this year because you win those things based on your marks.
But
And
after.
it have some people, I guess, it have a lot of people who may have not won anything, just didn't even reach the mark to get a bronze. And then those who won silver, obviously, just surpassed the bronze marking category.
Okay.
So yeah, there were a lot of silver and gold. I didn't see much bronze this year.
Yeah.
Okay. So in terms of like, when you say entries, what is it that you're submitting as an entry?
Your work,
Okay.
Your work.
but in different
So-
categories, from photography to
okay.
Yeah.
videography to. So what
I
I
know
want,
one videographer, so I know they submit the videos.
That they would
yeah,
have worked on.
Yeah.
yeah.
Commercials
But in
and
terms
all
of
that.
like the marketing side,
I did. So the entry that I submitted, that one, I did 3 entries. One in cinematography, one in social media campaign, and one for a website that I did. Is the social media campaign that won it, that I did for Immortal Beauty, which is my first and long-standing client. They had a candle that they launched around Christmas, and it
That's
was
the iridescent.
correct.
Yeah.
The Immortal Brick Beach.
Is that a correct word, right?
Iridescent, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, correct. The Immortal Brick Beach candle, which had 4 influencers attached to it. So it was a full experience. It wasn't just a candle. It had a playlist, a book list, a cocktail recipe, and just a little background into the illustrator who designed the candle and stuff like that. So, yeah, and that guy, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he can't influence me to do anything.
So delving into that guy, you said you would have met him.
When I was working for
When-
Anya.
right.
At home, yeah.
How did that
Happen?
Yeah. In terms of going from, hey, what's up, to let's work together.
Yeah. So what had happened was, oh God, okay. He was hungry, as usual.
Okay.
And he was, no, so literally, he was making some music with Anya's brother.
Okay.
And he came downstairs. Yeah, he was literally hungry, looking for food.
Yeah.
And I was like, poor child. Like, there's no food. And he was like, damn. But, like, we just got into our conversation by the pool. And at that time, what song was that? The one with Mark Hardy. Isa Trini. I think that was around Isa Trini time. And, I asked him what he does. And then he explained he makes music and that kind of thing. And from that one video that he showed me, I went home and I just dived into his work, his rapping and that kind of thing. And I've never been really that in touch with rapping and music. Like, I love real music.
Yeah.
But local rapping, like local rappers, I was just like, yeah. But listening to his shit, I was like, wow, this is actually good. Like,
Yeah, it was.
It's actually good. So
It did give me something to believe in.
yeah. See what you did there. Pum ching. All right.
You could see him.
But that was in the earlies of me just coming back from Tobago. So again, in my capacity in Tobago, doing events and stuff, I would have known the organizer of Tobago Jazz, which was John Arnold, and that was my homeboy. And when I met Jim, was it the following year, I believe, possibly? Word came out that J. Cole was coming down to perform for Tobago Jazz.
Right.
And I hit up John and I was like, yo, I have 2 guys who are really good that I think they should open for J. Cole. And he was like, send me the stuff. And he said, say less. we'll pay for flights, accommodation, sign a contract, and before you know it, we went to open for J. Cole in Tobago. And they
How
were
was that
just,
experience?
it was cool. It was cool.
I feel like that's the most Trinity response ever.
Oh,
It was cool.
It was cool. They were more excited than me, obviously. Like, I know who J. Cole is,
Yeah.
but of course, as rappers, they were like
Yeah.
Daddy dog.
spazzing out. Not physically, but inside, I'm sure it was like pew, pew, fireworks.
It was passing out all dog.
But yeah, that was a really good experience. That was I know they cherish it and they appreciate it, and I appreciate them for, you know, trusting in me to do that, and yeah, still work with him to this day. It was like, it's cool. It's cool. That's how it started.
Mm.
I thought he was going to follow up with something.
No, I he's been taking the reins, so I was like, oh well,
Love that.
you know, you do your thing. Back into the marketing side of things.
Mm.
What is like the biggest challenge that you think it is with marketing businesses now, I guess, on social media?
Like, no,
Yeah.
social media itself.
Yeah, and I'm going to say, do you think you've cracked the algorithm, or you feel
I don't
like it's
think
just a
anybody-
constant moving?
It's a constant moving thing.
Yeah.
It's so annoying. To the point where I'm still very hands-on in my business right now,
Mm-hmm.
but before, like, so it was a hodgepodge, right? And then I rebranded at the end of 2022,
Okay.
December, you know, new logo, new structure, focusing on just 3 main pillars: digital marketing,
Mhm.
web design and development, and branding.
How
Of
long
course.
did that take to plan out?
The rebranding,
Yeah.
I remember I started at the end of, because it was pandemic, right?
Yeah.
Like, business skyrocketed in pandemic. I feel
Mhm.
so bad for saying this, but the pandemic was the best thing that ever happened to my
No, it's
company.
okay to say that because it was the best thing that happened to all other people.
Yeah.
And it's okay because, I mean, we understand the implications that happened around the world, but also it just didn't affect me personally like
Yeah.
that. Well, I mean, me as in saying, like,
Yeah.
it didn't
no.
affect you like
If
that.
it weren't
Yeah.
for it, probably would not have my job.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
our company also started up in that same
In that-
period.
You're right.
Yeah.
So,
See? Okay, then I don't feel so bad.
Yeah.
Not that I really felt that bad, but but yeah, and it really made me realize, because a lot of certain services were requested, obviously, social media management, people wanted websites, that kind of thing. You know, even like in the workshop the other day when I told people, like, yo, you need to have a website, because if social media goes down, like, what are you going to do?
yeah, my girl
Yeah.
was saying the same thing.
And then 2 days after,
When
Facebook went down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a few people from the thing messaged, and they were like, yeah, we literally heard you in our head when, like, we heard Facebook.
I didn't even
went
think
down.
about the social media just going on alone. I think it's just easier to find me when you have a site.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You
Or when
know?
you search my
Photographer
name.
or whatever.
Yeah.
Boom, I'm there.
I mean, once you have your Google ads and stuff and thing running, that kind of thing,
Yeah.
it makes it easier. So as I said, yeah, like the constant changing of digital marketing. So to answer your question, yeah, I started thinking about that at the end of 2021 and started working on it in January with the delusional thought that I would have relaunched by June
Yeah.
2022. June reach. I'm still with the graphic artists outside of my company, because even though it was internal, my business is based on collaborators.
Yeah.
So I collaborate with a lot, and I just chose a specific graphic artist because I think that her style would have really matched what I wanted the brand to look like, at least.
Yeah.
The look of it. So June, I think I wasn't here. I was in New York, possibly.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think I was in New York. Now having that meeting, and it's like, yeah, this is not happening. Like, this is not happening. And she
Is
was
that
like,
the dog by the computer?
yeah.
Everything's fine.
Yeah.
Everything's good.
And it's just burning around.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay. So I was like, you know what? Let's try for September.
Yeah.
Series of
Fucking
lies
happening,
once
though.
told.
Came back home, still happening. I'm like, oh, damn, okay. I was like, you know what? It needs to happen by December. And December it happened. So it took an entire year for me to rebrand.
Yeah.
And I feel that like that's normal.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
I
just
feel
rushing.
like a lot of people think, okay, gonna do this to the business.
Yeah.
Get done in a month,
Yeah. No.
maybe 3,
Maybe 6.
maybe a year.
Yeah. And I'm not a huge company. I'm a small business, but
Yeah.
it took me a year just because I wanted to do it properly. Had
Yeah.
stages, like I had the website to do. Yeah, the logo, the voice of the company. Like,
What was the hardest thing to get done in the rebranding?
yeah, the website. That was it. The website.
Are you having tea?
And I'm actually buddy just brew a whole cup.
What is going on there?
Oh God.
Where did you get tea from?
Princess Margaret, huh?
All right. Well, life in London with you.
Of course. Yeah, I think the website was the hardest thing. It wasn't difficult, but I know what I wanted it to be. Like I was so specific about that website.
Yeah.
And there were specific things that I wanted. Like I wanted to put like a founder's message. I feel like I didn't see much of that. I didn't really put my name as the founder on like the about page, but I wanted to speak and tell the story of why I started the business and what the moral, the values and the, what do you guys call it?
Mission and vision statement.
On the ball, unlike you.
I am not in marketing. That's your
fine.
thing.
No, because I worked on building the I worked on helping build the company website, so it's
those sort
there
of things.
wasn't any discussion.
I really wanted, because like even with my business, I started off working with a lot of small businesses. I have bigger contracts now, but I stay very true to helping small. My thing is I always wanted to make small businesses appear larger than they really are in the digital landscape.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I needed to come out big too. I was like, I'm not gonna relaunch and with a one page
look small and
scroll thing.
look small and then be like, hey, all the small business, I can make you look big, and it's like, but you
but
don't
you
look
look
big.
big. I was like that. People always come back and saying like, this company from Trinidad. And I'm like,
yeah,
right here. Like, I like that.
So have you been able to? Do you think you've gotten to the point where you've been able to tweak your SEO functions to be able to show up in the top searches?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay.
So that's to my point. What I was going to mention before is that because the social media is always changing.
Yeah.
Like it was just me at that point in time, and I always used to have to figure out everything and do everything. So I was doing social media for brands. I was building websites, not much, but one or two, right? And then also facilitating and directing photo shoots and even doing photography for myself, like product photography. But now that I have a team, like I really don't care to be updated on everything.
Yeah, y'all know what to do.
Yeah, like just do what you have to do.
Know that is done.
Exactly. One of my mentors and even somebody on my team always tell me that, like, like as you're the owner of the business, you'll always have an input and creative input and stuff like that. Because I like especially the creative part where it comes to, I mean, I have an art director now for like graphic department and design department, but when it comes to videography and photography and that kind of thing, I always want to be like on top of that, hands-on on that. But for things like, digital marketing, when it comes to
stuff, like
running ad campaigns and shit
you
like that.
don't need to be involved in that.
Hell no. Because like my guy came to me just last year and he was like, oh, we have to switch over from Universal Google Analytics to GA4. And I'm like,
bro, I don't know what that is.
Don't know. Yeah, no,
I say, do it. I guess you have the company
Is
credit card, like just put it on.
Better?
Yeah,
yes?
like
okay, well,
he was like, because the Universal one outdated. I'm like, dog, you just do you.
You know,
so
it's like, you know what?
Yeah,
run it.
Yeah, so he's in charge of all of those things.
Okay.
Making sure the Google ads running and all the. I don't do much Meta ads, but the Google stuff always running. Because like even when like my project assistant will come and say, like, when we get new inquiries, I always tell her to ask like where we get them from,
Okay.
So people are like, well, I was just searching for a graphic ad. You come up. Like, great.
Yeah,
it works.
Yeah.
That's all I'm concerned about at this point. I trust my team. I trust the people on my team. A lot of them, I'm like Donnell. Actually, I went to school with him. Didn't speak for years, but then we started back, talking, and boom. We work together now, like persons I've went to hotel school with, work with me.
Yeah.
So I trust them. That's important. They just do their thing.
Yeah.
No complaints.
What does community mean to you?
Community. That's such a random question. Community as in like my community?
Your community.
Community in general.
Community, like a community center?
No, not like a community center.
No, I kidding.
I'm asking because you just spoke about like the team and everything, and then you spoke about like the community as well in Isla Hokata, the place that you didn't like, right?
Mm-hmm.
So experiencing like
from Makoya to
from that Makoya, like
Communities, I guess it's very important. The people that you keep around you, very important.
how do you
So,
pick and choose those people? Because I feel like it could be very hard to
is it?
decipher sometimes.
Nah, my discernment is good. Like I could smell bullshit.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
you got to go.
Yeah. I had to know. Like I'm glad to be back in Makoya now, where I have like the woman who used to take care of me as a child 2 houses away, who also like, when I moved back there, because I used to live with my granddad before he passed away. So that's where I am now. Like now not now, when I had my hair, she would like braid my hair, like
Yeah.
if I'm working tirelessly, she realized like she hardly seen the car.
Yeah.
And she has a key for my house. Like she might, like I remember a time I came home late from my job, just went and sleep, and I got up the next morning and saw like smoke herring and bake on my counter, and I'm just like,
Boy.
damn, and that's not even family,
Alright, auntie.
basically. Yeah, that's community.
Yeah.
And even like my team and people around me, like just feeding off everybody and just the support
Mhm.
is really important. Not everything has to be about money. I definitely do operate like that. So when it comes to community and like the industry and work and doing things, helping each other out just because, and it coming back to you, like when I have something to do and they just show up for me, like, yeah, in the smallest of ways, I appreciate that a lot. I reject it sometimes. I reject it sometimes. I don't like people doing things for me. I'm trying to be, my therapist told me that I need to be more open in receiving love. I love to give love, but getting love,
It's
I'm
okay.
It's like, am I?
It's alright. Yeah.
like rest me,
Keep it over there.
please. The little things that, oh my God, Richard, we're so proud of you. Like, okay,
Don't be
thanks.
proud.
Yeah, okay, thanks. Yeah, I have an issue. I have many issues.
When the article went up, Mommy had sent it to all her friends, and Mommy was just sending me like she was forwarding the messages to me. And I just
She sent me the messages, and I'm like, I saw this morning.
I was just there like,
I've read it already.
just tell them thanks.
Yeah, parents.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
Like, but I know she's proud of me. But I'm like,
Yes.
also,
This is my son.
I'm like,
But
Look what
also,
he do.
no.
but also, I feel like I now start, so it have no praise to get. So yeah,
Does she even understand what you do?
she has
An idea.
rough
A rough idea. I feel that's most parents. Like my mom used to always be telling me, oh, he going to hotel school, he learning to cook. Mommy, I am not learning to cook. Like, I mean, I had 1 semester of culinary, but that's not what I'm
all
doing.
she needed to hear.
Sis.
Yeah.
Yeah, But again, same thing, a rough idea. Like I showed her like the immortal videos, and she was like, oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
I'm like, they won an award. What you mean that's nice? Like, they're great.
Yeah. It's weird getting compliments from parents sometimes. It's like,
Yeah.
sometimes they want a little more, and sometimes they give you too much.
They give you too much,
And
yeah.
it's like,
There's no in between.
You're here, and
You
then
was
you
going
come down
right.
here.
You was going good, and then you get too good. Okay.
Like, I show
Yeah.
my dad some pictures, and sometimes he's like, yeah, that's nice. And I'm like, I put my life into this.
Yeah.
And then he sees someone, he's like, this is real nice. And I'm like, bro.
Wow. That rail? That one word before. Yeah.
I was like, what? I was like, I don't even like this.
And you find that rail nice?
Come on.
Oh, God.
So, it's a struggle,
Yeah. But community is important.
Mhm.
Yeah. I surround myself with good people. No, a lot of people want to be friends.
Yeah.
I strictly differentiate between acquaintances and friends. Yeah, he knows that. And people think I'm a bitch. But it's just I don't want you to get too comfortable.
Yeah.
Because you really don't know me.
Yeah.
You don't know me.
You see me online.
Yeah. You see what I show you.
Yeah.
True.
You have no idea who I am.
That-
No
Could
idea.
be a killer.
That reminds me. I posted a
Who knows?
I posted a status story. I don't know, one of them thing, and I was like, "There's one show in my life, eh? But choke on rice."
Yeah.
And somebody was like, one of my friends messaged me was like, "Dog, what?" I'm like,
Choke on rice.
It's from our video, but you had to see the video. You know what video that is from?
Did choke on rice?
Yeah, where Ethan
No.
was like from Sideman, and he was like, they was frustrating him, and he was like, "Choke on rice, step in the shower."
Okay. Yeah. Step in the shower, slip on it, and bust your head. Yeah, it's an aggressive time.
That's brutal.
But I feel like, all I mean, there is a close friend group, so they can say those things and it's okay.
Fair enough, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I posted it on my
It's like,
close friends. Maybe
You can't come and bad talk my brothers. Only I could bad talk my brothers.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
You know?
Yeah.
So, how do the inner workings of campaigns work in the sense of like funding for it, the logistics for it, the rollout?
Campaigns from clients.
Yeah. Unless you do a bunch of big campaigns for yourself.
For myself, I don't think I've done any campaigns
Okay,
for
because I was
myself.
gonna say I didn't know of
See
any.
anything.
The inner, like, what exact, like,
Okay.
Okay.
I'm a
Who-
company
Yeah.
and
Uh-huh.
I sell
sweaters.
ladders.
Okay.
Hey Keith Austin. Really love your work.
All right.
I run a ladder company. Okay, what would actually fit under? Let me not call something that is not like.
Okay. Was
It wouldn't fit
one of
to
them
you.
skin things. An exfoliating cream. That's a thing? I don't know
Yeah.
if that's a thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Start exfoliating cream.
Well, not
Picture.
cream, but exfoliating, yeah.
Something.
Something, right.
Yeah.
A scrub.
Okay, yes. An exfoliating scrub. Start. Hey, Keith Austin.
Hey Keith Austin.
Love your wiki.
Love your work.
First
Been
of all,
following you for at least a year now. We've been having this problem with marketing our exfoliating scrub.
mhm.
Please help us. Would love to chat. Cheers, Jabari.
Right.
How does
How do we go from there?
Yes. Obviously, I know an email wouldn't look like that,
Right.
but
Rough idea.
rough idea of how you take it from this person has this
Reaching
problem.
out.
Gotcha.
This is what we are
Oh.
going to do, and this is
I
how.
mean, well, when you said camping, I thought like you wanted specific that now. But I mean, that's not all that we do, right? So, but I usually have a discovery call first with potential clients, whether they send an email or we do have a booking thing on the site.
Mhm.
So they're very specific. There are tons of services that you could, if you just want content, if you want a campaign, if you want social media management, that kind of thing. And I would always make it my duty until someone in the company could ask the questions that I want to ask, even though we have forms. So
Yeah.
like for branding and stuff, if somebody needs a rebrand or branding done on a whole,
Mhm.
we have a form that you send you to capture information that kind of serves as like the client brief.
Okay.
But even when that form comes in, I still have a phone call.
Yeah, because I know I say, what about the clients?
Yeah,
that just don't know. It's like,
Exactly.
I don't know, dog. I just know
Yeah.
I need help.
They have
I don't
no
know
I
what
idea.
just have a scrub, and I want it to be sold.
I want to meet a greater market.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And people usually come and think that they want one thing. So that's why I have to
Yeah.
have a conversation too. Like, you think you want this, but you really need this. And you think you maybe could afford this, but you really can't afford this. I'll let you know what what bracket you fall in. So yeah, discovery call. And I don't really put a limit to it. Like if we talk for an hour, that's fine. I just try to get as much information as possible to find out what you are currently doing, if anything, and where you may be going wrong. If it's that you need just strategy, if you need social media management, if you need to run ads, what running ads entails, not just pressing that blue button, and really opening their eyes to and trying to get an understanding of, is it that you're trying to sell? Do people even know about you? Do you
Yeah.
need like the first part of the funnel, which is exposure and awareness of your brand, like how much people are aware of your brand, like, do you do any sort of market research? Like, do you even know what your brand is about? Like, a lot of people message
Yeah.
and they be like, yeah, I have a scrub. And I'm like, okay, tell me about your brand. Like, I know you have a scrub. It's very easy to show me.
Your
I
product.
sell iWatches. Yeah. What about your iWatch? Like, that's fine. I could get iWatch from anywhere.
Yeah.
But what is the lifestyle or what are you trying to sell behind this iWatch? You
Mhm.
just
Because the brand is a product
Yeah,
also.
exactly. And a lot of people don't get that. Like you could post every day that I have a teacup for sale, I have a laptop for sale, I have headphones for sale. Like,
but who are you?
Yeah, who are you? Like, what is that headphones gonna bring to my life? Because I could get headphones anywhere. But what is so special about your headphones? Yeah, it's deep. Yeah, I always tell clients like sell the lifestyle and the product will sell automatically. Show persons something that they want to imagine themselves
Using and interacting with.
Yeah, interacting with. And then they'll just automatically buy it. Like, oh my God, my skin could look like this?
Yeah.
What are you using? This. Oh, vibes, give me 5.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
You know, I think that kind of.
Oh, we has name
Kinda.
drop here?
I don't feel.
Damn.
I feel like
Free
nobody.
advertising.
I feel like it's being.
That while.
No.
To a company that just, wow.
I don't know.
I don't think he knows.
I don't know nothing. I don't.
About the situation?
Yeah.
But dog,
Well,
where are you?
Apparently the
On
editor.
the rock.
How to be?
Editor.
Take that out.
Redacted.
Yeah.
Redacted.
Well, guess you all would inform me of.
After.
Yeah.
Post, yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah. Start
as
over.
y'all can tell, I don't live online.
Which is good.
I'll be honest, I don't think I would have known if I didn't like happen to check Twitter that one day. And also if I didn't happen to bump into somebody.
Such a big missed
as well.
opportunity with that company.
Yeah.
Like, it was just like, even how they address the situation.
I mean, honestly, I would love to talk about it because you
Right.
are the one to talk about it.
I guess.
But
I don't even dabble in PR much, but even the letter that they put out to the public, they're trending Twitter. Like that's not how you start a letter to the public. Like you just put me in a category like they're trending Twitter. Like it's like saying so like what? But
Okay.
yeah, that was a missed opportunity. Just totally for somebody who brought a lot to our brand. I don't agree with bullying a company to give something that they're not obligated to
yes.
give.
I agree with that.
Right? But if they sat and had some
They
sort
said,
of
yes, we
meeting,
would give this thing and then didn't deliver on that,
yeah,
then I understand.
yeah. But I mean, I have my personal opinions on what was offered and how it was offered and the stipulations behind the offerings. But I think it was just a big missed opportunity. Like we were rooting for you. Like everybody was rooting for you. Like you have somebody that represented your brand greatly since Christmas? Since that first campaign came out. And
it's like you literally brought the horse to the
I
water.
I think
and then
all
just
you had to do was
but that's what I
flip
was
your head.
that was what I was referencing to. That was
that's what he's talking about.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was good.
What?
That
campaign.
Christmas.
That
Christmas.
The campaign was great.
Oh, yeah,
Yes, it was
Christmas
really
was
engaging.
amazing.
It was.
For sure. I wanted to buy something. I had no money.
That's what I was referencing to.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just went downhill since that incident. Like, why
Well,
would you not?
tough. I don't know what else to say.
Like the amount of praises and press, like people have just like shared that so much. Like, oh my God, they actually gave him a phone, guys. Like that's so cool. We need more of this. Like you would have had the whole Trinity.
Yeah.
Except you were just
well,
like
then I
putting
don't
out
feel like
crazy tweets that.
I don't feel like it had to be redacted anymore.
No, what I mean.
Because I think I clarified that I was talking about the Christmas part.
Okay.
Right,
I was talking about the Christmas. I was talking about the Christmas part.
Yeah, but no free markets in here.
That's true.
No free advertising. But
As I say, the downfall is crazy.
yeah, that sucks.
So it'd be. Hopefully we never have that.
Well, I feel even as
You ever think about that?
what's that?
How quick you have to be on.
Not even that, but like, do you ever think about like, okay, maybe I had a great year and you're like, I really want
To go up.
next. I want to do more next year.
Oh, for sure, always.
But what if this is,
It doesn't
My
match
peak.
up. Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know why I think about that. Like,
What if this is just
this is
the best
me as
asset?
somebody who has not done anything really in this space.
What you mean?
At least I feel like I've not done anything really, you know?
Nah, I relate to that. Because I'm, let's say, like,
It's just like,
You're
What if
talented
this
as
is
fuck.
my
What you
peak?
mean?
No, yeah. So like, same thing.
Your
with-
contribution doesn't have to be a piece of art hanging
Yeah.
at a gallery down the road. Like your stuff is all over the internet. Like those are achievements. Those are big
Yeah.
achievements.
I feel like even in my my day-to-day job,
Mhm.
I'm like, what if this is the best it ever gets?
It could
But
be.
then again, I don't know.
I always say, I feel like you would know when is the the peak. I feel like when you reach your peak, I think that'll be it for your time here on Earth. You know,
Mm.
not to get too deep into it and
Yeah.
into life right now, but that's how I think about it. I feel like when I'm done and gone, that is it.
Yeah.
But while I'm here, you could always do
Even
better
if it
and
go
achieve
down,
more.
you could still
Yeah. I
find
think
out
about that all the
how.
time. I have great plans, but I don't think if I make it to tomorrow, like I'm not gonna try to elevate. Yeah, I feel I feel like that for everybody. Once you've really served your purpose here,
Yeah.
Mhm.
like that's it. Then you get snatched out of
Yeah.
of this hellhole / earth.
Mm.
Do you feel like you've, I don't know if missed the mark is the right word in,
Mm.
but let me say like on the release of something, do you feel like there
This
was
could have been
something?
better.
Yeah.
Of course, always. Yeah, I always question. I think all of us could always like look back at old
Yeah.
things and be like, "Oh, this could be better."
Yeah.
But that wasn't mean. It didn't mean that does not mean that it was bad. It was good, possibly great in some people's eyes.
Yeah.
But that's just you probably being hard on yourself
Mhm.
or knowing more than what you knew obviously yesterday when you
Yeah.
created something.
Mhm.
And that's fine. You don't know everything. Like you would not die knowing everything. Like you learn
True.
something every day.
Yeah.
So it's just an opportunity to do better. Like I've watched a lot of my work in the past and I've grown a lot
Mhm.
and know how to, do certain things better and pay attention to more details of things even like in photo shoots. So
Mhm.
doing strategies for companies like
And
yeah.
what does the campaign rollout happens?
mm-hmm.
What is the thought process after? Okay, everything is out there.
Mm-hmm.
Is there okay? What can we work on to for the next client that makes it better?
Oh, definitely.
Or how does that look like for you? Is it round robin with everyone, and then we all meet and we discuss.
Yeah.
Okay, this was good. How can we make it better? Or
Yeah.
like,
I mean,
how
that just don't happen internally, like even with the clients as well too. Because at the
Mhm.
end of every campaign, there's a report that goes out
yeah,
to the client.
okay,
Yeah, so we have a full campaign report: how much money is spent, how much new followers they
Mhm.
get back to us, on how many sales they made. Of course, in the beginning, we request like how many. For example, we do campaigns. We've been doing ad campaigns for a Juve band for the past 2 years.
yeah,
And, the goal this year was more than the goal last year. And they achieved that goal.
yeah,
So all of those things come in the report, like, the demographics, the numbers, the tickets sold, everything. Everything is, put together in a report and sent to them. And then we have a meeting as well, explaining parts of the reports because they just seen numbers and graphs.
yeah.
It's like, what's this?
Mhm.
But also explain to them, like, even from the customer service standpoint,
Yeah,
because people will send messages if they weren't pleased with something. And I would give advice coming from, my customer service side as to like, hey, I think, you would want to give us answers to these type of queries quicker so
Yeah.
that we don't have that problem again.
Mhm.
And even talk to them and find out what they think they need to improve and what they plan on offering next year.
yeah,
And that kind of thing. So it's a lot of conversations, a lot of growth, both on our side, it's a learning experience, and also giving them feedback
yeah.
on how to improve next year. And that happens every year. Every year you could do better than the last.
I have no idea who that is.
Probably my mom. I don't. That's the only person I can think of.
Oh, potentially.
But
It is a lady.
Sir.
Jim,
Could you go on the phone? On the wall, it says downstairs door. You'll just press the button and tell them to come up.
Yeah. Do you think the relationship is ever finished? Because I watch a guy who he has a construction and aggregate business.
Yeah, press bottom door and tell them to come up. They have to push though. Yeah.
Yeah. He has a construction and aggregate business, and he would have said basically,
Huh? Yeah, they're coming up. Yeah.
yeah, and he said basically the relationship is never technically done because you would have done services for these people unless they do something else with someone else.
Mm-hmm.
Then maybe the relationship ends, but it's one of those, well, you were the last person that did the work.
So might as well continue with you, right?
Yeah. And also, if anything, let's say you launch a website for someone,
Mm-hmm.
and then all of a sudden, my button not clicking anymore.
Right. Yeah,
Fix help. Yeah.
Help me.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's certain services that automatically, well, I say automatically, things like campaigns and stuff. We've run campaigns for clients, and they've never come back.
Yeah. I was gonna ask, like, does it hurt? Like, you give it all for somebody, and they're like, it's been great. We're gone.
Bye.
What hurts me more is if in like our post meeting, they're not 100% honest in how they feel about how things went. That will hurt me more because I want to know. I want to learn. I want to know where we went wrong.
Yeah.
If we really went wrong, or if I could clarify something with you and let you know the real reason behind something, Because I can think about a client now that I'm seeing videos circulated online that she's doing work with another agency.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, okay, vibes. Because we actually reached out at the end of last year knowing that she had something coming up. And she said, no, we'll move it to next year. We'll call you all when we ready to plan.
That's a little tip there. Make sure to follow up with the people that you
definitely
previously worked with.
For sure, definitely.
Because I've literally now started like, you have any work with it?
So like even the Carnival band, we continue to follow up with them at
She
a
went
certain
back
time.
downstairs, so it's fine, whatever.
All right. Yeah, following up definitely. But yeah, if you're not honest with me, then we can't explain certain things to you. And you may just want to go and find somebody else hoping that they do what you want them to do, but maybe you are not giving the tools or the resources that
the info that they need.
company needs in order to achieve what you want to achieve, Because you could have this great plan, you could have a budget and stuff like that, but maybe you just come to us for ads, right? But you want to run ads with crazy looking content. And I'm like, okay, no, let's address the content first.
Yeah.
Because we're not going to put that out in ads. I also have a standard. Like,
it doesn't make sense.
It just does not make sense. It's not going to perform well. Exactly. And you might tell a customer that, or client that, and they will be like, no. Let's still do it.
Let's do it because.
Okay. And then when you get a bill, it's like, why this was? I'm like, well, yeah, the algorithm is working harder to push out the crazy looking content. So your bill's going to be higher. As opposed to content that will organically do well, it's gonna cheaper for to push it out.
There's this picture that I saw of like some design firm. I don't know if it's you posted it, but I think I saw it on LinkedIn. It's like a design firm, like very old.
Okay.
And they're like, okay, we design everything, $1,500. We design, and then you want to question everything,
right?
$2,000.
Yeah.
You tell us everything to do.
Yeah. $5,000. Yeah, because like, I'm not gonna try
to. We just sit there and you design. It's like more money. It's like
10,000. Yeah, because you're coming to me to
you're
asking for a service, but then you're trying to, like, come on, like, let's be real.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be tough, but I don't feel bad about it. Of course, we monitor, so we look at statistics and. Of course, we do things ethically.
Yeah.
So, we have access to
find
out information.
Them stats not looking as good as it was when it was with some KA.
Be like, oh, they was looking for that. That not happening. That looking, that not happening.
Are you sure about that?
But it's all good. I don't feel any kind of way. But as I said, there are services, like, as you said, if we build a website, who is going to maintain your website?
Yeah.
Like, you have no choice.
Don't think about that.
If you want something updated on the website, like...
Moving a server is expensive,
Sorry?
Moving a server, like from hosting it with wherever you using to hosting it with wherever I want to use.
Correct.
It's hot.
But God, and there are some of them like, why we need to change that? I don't want to change from there. And I'm like, but what you have is on cannot accommodate the things that you want on the website. Like, we need to move it.
Yeah,
Do we have to?
for a 10-page thing that could only accommodate a 1-page thing? Be serious.
Like, you have what, 5 gigs on your website, but you want your landing page and the hero page with like an amazing video in 4K.
Nice.
Like, no, not even a word could fit on your page after that. So you need to upgrade your space.
Yeah.
And but like,
but do we?
yeah, you kind of.
It's also a little weird when you know the inner workings of like certain things. It's hard to explain to people that don't know about it.
It's tough.
So like a simple thing as websites. We have a friend that builds websites all the time. And he says like, these websites take long to load because of
the amount of media and
they
those
just
things happen.
upload and everything in the highest resolution.
Correct.
And then you hear somebody like randomly complain about this website taking long to load, and it's like, yes, actually you're not gonna get it. It's
You're
fine.
not.
I know why, but it's gonna take so much time to explain to you.
it to you, yeah.
Just forget it.
So-
it's alright.
Earlier this week we would have they gave us a project because we fresh out of school,
Right.
honestly. So they were like, we have a.
This man's been working for 2 years, huh?
I'm fresh out of school.
That is
dog.
not fresh.
This
That
man's been
is-
working for 2 years, huh?
Fresh out of school. dog.
Continue with your story.
Listen, that people in my company have 30, 40 years. That is fresh out of school.
This man finished school 2 years ago. Huh?
That's not period of
Anyways.
time.
Jimmy is also a new artist. Please go
How to
stream
be?
it. Go
Please go
stream
stream
his
his music. The new artist on the block.
He only come up.
Yeah. Anyways, new to the waking wheel, like properly. They were like, okay, we want y'all to do up like business proposals.
You.
Just for us to be able to at least you learn something. So that they cannot. I do appreciate that they are giving us the experience because these are management issues. Like
Right.
us regulars don't deal up with business proposals for clients or anything like that.
Yeah.
But they were like, no, y'all will learn so that y'all don't get stuck in one position that you are,
Correct.
at least if and when or whatever you decide to do in the future, if you end up in a managerial role, you know how to do some form of business proposal.
That's cool.
And one of the comments that we would have gotten is, well, you're still stuck in the school presentation.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You ordered a PowerPoint?
Yep. So, listen, I never had to do a business proposal in
This
my
man
life.
don't present anything. Man.
Anyways,
Oh, yes, true. He did.
He what?
He did a workshop already.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, all of that coming in. A PowerPoint, you know. Damn.
I know.
Bring out your creativity. Do a nice pitch deck. Make it fancy.
I mean, you don't know what you don't know.
Exactly.
This is true.
But no, I know.
So what was the feedback?
The feedback was, you see the technicalities, a client
Would
don't
not understand.
Yeah. You see your
It needs to be simple enough for a
georeferencing.
5th grader to
Yeah,
understand.
you see when you talk about your georeferencing and your kernel density chart, nobody know what that is in
My
the
sister
real
will
world.
understand that, as I told you.
Yeah, it's
I
like-
would be like,
Yeah, it's one of those things where nobody in the real world know what that is.
yeah.
Tell us where the money is.
That's all they care about. The
Yeah.
figures. How much
Yeah.
they want us? How much? How much?
Like
they
how much
spend,
is it gonna
and
cost?
how much it's gonna make
Yeah,
back.
how much
yeah.
it's gonna cost to invest into this new infrastructure, and what our past data,
Yeah.
and then all the technical data, stick it in a document, a
Mhm.
report,
that they may or may not read.
and then you tell them at the end for further clarification on the data. We have a report that you can look at,
Yeah.
and if you have any questions, we are here to answer them.
True.
Now I know.
Yeah.
But it was a interesting and fun, you get kind of blow out of the water, but it's like, I didn't know it was that bad, but now I know.
The more you know.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of companies, especially big companies, they don't care about all the details
Technical
of it.
data, yeah.
How much we're gonna spend, how much we're gonna make.
Yeah.
That's it.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That's the first thing on the list.
Was there a campaign that you've done that did way better than you
Expected it.
expected it to do?
Yeah, the Immortal Beauty one.
Is it because it won the thing?
The thing sold out in a week.
Oh,
How much? I don't know if you could.
What, the candles?
How many candles?
I think it was 200.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it was close to 200. Online and in store.
Were you involved in the
done.
process of making the candle? Because I know you've been with Immortal for so long.
No, I wasn't involved. Well,
I'm just asking, like, this is just an off-topic
not the
thing.
physical candle, but
The smell.
yeah, Catherine passes a lot of things by me. Like if I pop in the store from time to time either to do work or just pop in to refill on my products.
Yeah.
And she'll be like, oh my God, I got the new fragrances. Like, which one you like? And that kind of thing. So
Yeah.
there's always some sort of not official focus group kind of
Feedback,
activity,
yeah.
but sometimes that happens. Yeah, she might show me the new jars and that kind of thing. So yeah, because I've been like going on 8 years working together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She does feel like the person I would like, just rope in and be like, I want input on this.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Candle. I didn't realize the candles was
A big scene.
yeah, no, like I didn't realize how big. I was like,
That's what Jay said.
I know.
Jay
but
said,
I fi-
we have a friend. He said, he was just talking about like videography and making a joke of it of like, dog, if I wanted to make a certain money and get a bunch of money for people,
I'll
I would
make
go and
candles.
sell candles and I would go and sell soap.
yeah.
Because everybody and their granny doing it and they just living life normal. It's like, well.
I mean, but everybody doing it the right way, right? And quality is key,
Yeah, of course.
for sure.
But
Yeah,
if you want to get some quick money, go and make some soap. Go and sell some candles.
and sell some candles.
So-
No, there's as a client, the I don't say leeway, but the opportunity to create is just
The creative freedom.
creative freedom. That's
yeah.
what we're looking for. It's just vast.
Yeah.
She's very specific on what she wants to achieve.
Yeah.
And again, like every brand, as I said, should have a voice, should have a tone, should have an aesthetic, and
Yeah.
who you're appealing to. You're appealing to this age bracket. You're appealing to women who work hard, but also do Pilates and go
Yeah.
to brunch on a weekend, and
Yep.
that lifestyle. And it's the
Yeah.
lifestyle that you have to appeal to, and
Sounds
the
very
product.
LA girl-esque, but sure.
but Caribbean.
True.
Yeah. And once as I said, like your selling lifestyle, once your product is of great quality,
Yeah.
easy. Like
Yeah, it's like,
those things are now.
that looks like me.
Yeah.
I get it.
And you need
People
you
don't
need,
understand
you need
that
soap.
having a little,
Yeah.
a little
Yeah.
brown skinned person in your pictures and videos
It's-
helps a lot,
Yeah.
Like you're trying to sell, I personally feel like
Representation. Yeah.
representation would be nice. Because you're trying to sell me some clothes and I'm like, why am I just seeing these light skinned
Companies
people?
still do that?
And it's, yes, a lot.
Only people?
Yeah, possibly.
Wow. That's wild. Locally?
Not
Yes.
local.
I mean, not
Yeah,
thinking about it.
yeah.
Yeah. I've seen like
Yeah.
a courier company like
They won't invest in some
Yeah.
good pictures or videos.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah.
They
I've
might
seen
just
that.
pull a lot of things
Stock
from
photography.
Stock
stuff, and it's
footage.
like,
yeah, but doing
yeah.
stock photography in the Caribbean to market your company
Yeah,
is crazy.
crazy.
Yeah, when we were building our website, we had to. I did the photos for a lot of our stuff,
Okay.
because it's like,
He's
No,
good.
right?
I was like, what?
yeah, because it's one of those things where,
Surprise. We're brown.
because it's one of those things where the first pitch, it was like, yeah, this doesn't necessarily feel like us.
Right.
So it's like, Jabari,
Yeah,
Before the
hopefully up
camera.
there. Yeah.
bring the lights.
I think that's
We're
important.
doing this.
You have to, because you don't want to watch something
Yeah.
and not see yourself in it. Like,
And I
that
just
makes
feel like
sense.
tough. Every time I'm going, I always go and look at the website, I'm like,
Or is your pictures on it?
yeah.
Okay, I'll go on it tonight then.
I don't know how I feel. I kind of frightened.
I mean, I read the
but-
article already.
Yeah, I
so-
take that picture, But yeah, it was,
He's so proud. So proud.
That's how you were
Big
when
up
you
yourself.
got your
Big up
Addy.
you.
Yeah.
I know we spoke about a lot of good things. Has there been? I wrote it down while you were talking. I lost it.
You lost it.
I put, what has been the most that you learned from a campaign? Question mark. Any dumpster fires?
Any dumpster fires?
I was watching this video of Major Penny He was talking about like the whole island crashers come up and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, that first party was basically the worst party that ever happened because current went,
Right.
fights broke out.
Right.
They didn't have enough security for the amount of people that happened to show up.
Right.
You know? So I just always think about like in other businesses, how do you deal with like those fires that come up and it's like your body just get hot and it's like, okay, what to do, and you just have to stand up there and just think about things and it's like, okay, this could do this, like, and then you just like start to make calls after.
You want industry specific dumpster fires or just
I would love
just me?
Yeah, for you.
Being in events has prepared me for dumpster fires because when you do events, anything that could go wrong
will go wrong.
Yeah. Like, I've done.
You see the DJs start to fight each other.
Dog, I know, Gunansi, I literally had a wedding where, and I had to write up staff and suspend staff and do an investigation because it was midnight and we had to shut off the event at midnight. Whole family was drunk. You know, they like to come to you, as the bride, get my bottle from the bar. It's like, sir, calm down. Like, we're done. Like,
that's it.
Yeah.
Time.
And my colleague
you can't beat a drunk man, you know.
Dog.
Anything will make sense to him.
My colleague.
Eyes there. I don't mean to have drinks.
My colleague proceeded to unplug the DJ. Yeah. And a fight broke out. And before I know it, like, I'm outside and I'm seeing my staff with a 2x4 and a piece of steel hitting guests.
Jeez.
Hitting guests in the back and thing. And I'm like, what are you all doing? Like, no, please don't.
Previously.
Like, it was... it was so bad. I think that was the most... Oh, God, if I say entertaining, that would be bad. But it really was entertaining.
It's type 2 fun.
Yeah.
It's fun. It wasn't fun in the moment, but after you can look back at it and be like...
In hindsight,
yeah,
that was ridiculous.
That was ridiculous. Yeah, my bartenders were just... Like, they were not on that shit. They were like, oh, you all want to, like... I think the guests were, like, throwing drinks at them and stuff like that. And they were like,
drinks?
Yeah, let me take it outside. Pull off the name badge and fling it on the bar, and they just, and I kind of just watch that unravel, but I don't know what to do.
They were like, they can't call no names.
No, exactly, name badges.
And all might be a little too drunk to remember face, so
150 servers in a hotel, like,
who's gonna know?
You know? But I remain because of events, I remain very calm under pressure. Like, when I'm working, usually I have a poker face on, I guess. Like, inside, I'm like, I want to faint, just pass out. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? But on the outside, I'm very calm when it comes to situations like that. I don't think I've had any major dumpster fires when it comes to
the marketing
and stuff. No, I haven't, like, posted anything, you know, that wasn't supposed to be posted or done something out of, nothing. Yeah, thankfully. Yeah, hopefully never to happen. But if it does happen, I think I have such a good, again, this is where, like, I explained I think I spoke about it in the workshop too. Like, customer service is so important to me that's the first thing I sell. That's the first thing I give a client for free, right?
Yeah.
Like, good quality customer service. So in the event that we do fuck up, they'll be like, you know what? It's fine.
Yeah, the service
like,
was
we understand. The service was good.
Yeah.
But if I was a bitch to you and I was being a asshole.
Like, oh, hell no.
And you're paying my real money.
Yeah.
And, you know, like, oh, you're charging me plenty. You're being a ass. And you come and make this mistake. I don't know, like, why they expect that you should not make a mistake.
Yeah.
But I also have that same demeanor towards the team. Like, they will make little mistakes from time to time.
Yeah.
Like, I might vent to everybody else around me. But to them, it's like, yo, we're human. It's fine. Like, it's not the end of the world. Like, just go back and change the caption, or just delete the post and do it over.
Yeah.
Or just email the client now, or call them one time and be like, hey, we have a delay in your whatever you're supposed to get to you. You'll get tomorrow instead. Like, traffic, you know, make up some lie. Like, oh God, we all lie. right? But again, because of the customer service that we give them,
They're
little things
more
like that, yeah, they're more open to
forgiving.
saying, "Oh God, we understand.
Yeah.
It's okay." Yeah, and
Okay.
I think that makes the world of difference. World of a difference.
How was it? Preparing. Was that your first workshop?
No, I also I've done 2 workshops before
Okay.
that. One with what's the name of the company again? Same one you did. Daisy. Yeah, it's an international. It's an app. Daisy is a creative app.
Yeah.
You can check it out. It's really cool. And they reached out to him first to do a workshop on music and being an independent artist. And then they were like, "Oh, we realized what else you do." So I did a workshop as well on social media, digital marketing kind of thing. And then the response from that, I piggybacked on it and I did my local version, I guess, which was well attended as well. I guess same amount, like we had here, like 30 something people. So this would have been the 3rd workshop I did. I would like to do more. Like I wanted to be when I was turning 30, I said I wanted that to be like my imparting knowledge era.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I always wanted to lecture and just like talk,
Yeah.
you know, even though I get scared and shaken.
Oh.
But I just like imparting knowledge. Like it's cool,
Mhm.
you know, just talk about my experiences and where I am now in life and what I've done to reach where I am now business wise, etc.
Yeah.
Do you have any little tidbits for the people that are growing up and want to be like Mr. Carrington?
Okay, first of all, don't be like me. Be yourself. Yeah, be yourself. I mean, but as I said before, like nothing in life is that serious, you know. Everything is temporary.
Yeah.
Anything that you want to do, you could do. If you wake up tomorrow, if I want to become a pilot in the next 5 years, I think I'll do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I'll do it. You never know.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, hey, why not?
Yeah.
All right.
That's really it, you know.
You have anything you want to say before?
He can't even whistle.
My what?
Fix your neck.
He just... proper.
This is better.
Ridiculous.
All right.
But yeah,
This has been fun.
Mm-hmm.
has it really?
Yeah, it was. I enjoyed myself.
I just
You
asked
enjoy
him.
yourself?
That's like me the other day on my video, and I was like, I'm thrilled to announce, and my face was like,
This is the music thing.
my name is Richard, and I'm thrilled to announce the arm of. And my face just
Richard is
dead.
so thrilled.
I was so tired.
So thrilled.
But nah, this was cool. This is the first time I did an interview like this. I don't really talk about myself.
You did 3 workshops.
Yeah, but that's just like a quick introduction, and I've never really delved into, you know, telling like, you know, my life,
life story.
Yeah, I find that so weird.
No, but interesting. I feel like people always have interesting lives, you know?
Yeah, because everyone's story is not the same. So it's
Yeah.
like,
You like to know
Like, I thought you knew Jimmy since you were
primary
in
school or something.
Yeah. So it's nice to know that he's not day 1. He's a day 2.
Yes.
And nothing is wrong with being a day 2.
No.
You know, not everybody.
First is the worst, second is the best.
Yeah. That's what they say.
So the same.
That's what they say.
Vibes.
I don't know how true it is, though.
He's a mess. Nah, but this was fun though. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for coming.
mm-hmm.
I usually say that. Hold on, let's start back over. Thanks for coming.
Thank
Yeah.
you for having us.
Great.